What is up, guys? Giants901 here with another FIFA 17 formation guide / review, where I tell you guys how to play with a certain formation, as well as the best instructions and the ideal players to really get the most out of the formation. This one's going to be focusing on the 4-2-3-1, the second variation. I already have a guide on the original variation, which has center mids instead of left mids and right mids like this one's going to have. As always, guys, make sure to check out all my previous formation guides as well as my tutorials. Got tutorials basically everything in FIFA 17, including attacking, defending, passing, you name it, I got it. Make sure to subscribe so don't miss out on any future ones. So like I said, we started off with the best instructions and the ideal players for the left back and right back. Like all my other formations with this type of positions, make sure to tell them to stay back while attacking, and that is it. Make sure these guys are speedy players with above 85 pace and above 80 defending. The higher the better. Then we move over to the center backs, guys. Once again, keep it at default with stay back while attacking. Very important position always, guys. Make sure these guys are really good players, that they have at least 70 pace and at least 80 defending. If you can get that defending to 85 plus, that'll be really, really good, because you always want to have really strong center backs that stay back and help out in the defense. Then we move over to the center mid position, guys. You want to tell them to stay back while attacking and to cut passing lanes. I'm pretty sure the 4-2-3-1 second variation for Ultimate Team does not have them as CDMs like it does here on regular seasons games. So if that's the case, guys, just make sure to keep it as stay back while attacking, and you don't have to change any other instruction. Very important position, guys. Even if they're just center midfielders, you always want to use two true center mids. That means that they're good at attacking and defending. It's very, very important that they have at least 70 defending so they can help you out, because otherwise you don't have any other defenders on this formation other than your center back and your left and right back. So it's very important that these two center midfielders have some good defending skills. They got some pretty good pace so they can help out and really stay back and help out on the defense and protect your back line. Then we move over to the left mids and the right mid, and I like to tell both of them to stay forward and to cut inside. If you feel comfortable with your defense, with those center midfielders that they'll help out on the defense, then you can tell them to stay forward. Otherwise, you can leave it at default and just tell them to cut inside. But you always want to have these guys to be pretty quick players, pretty pacey, and pretty good dribblers. That's the most important for this. Try to get players that like to make a lot of runs, are pretty aggressive, and make sure your custom tactics, which, by the way, I like to use my best custom tactics from that video I made called Best Custom Tactics. Works really well with this formation. Then we move up towards the center attacking mid, and I just tell him to stay forward. Very important position. Once again, you want somebody that is really good at both passing and dribbling. Very important that he has above 80 passing, if not 85. You really want to be a good passer here. If you got some pace on him, that's even better, but not necessarily required. And then finally, guys, the sole striker, I tell him to stay central, and if he's a pacey player like Agüero here, I tell him to get in behind. Otherwise, if he's more of a slower player, then I just tell him to be the target man. And you want a good all-around striker here. You want somebody that's good at shooting, good at dribbling, and if you want a pacey player that gets in behind, make sure to have some good pace on him. Overall, I would recommend this formation for those people that are pretty good with their defense and like to have wingers. It's not my favorite formation. I want to tell you right off the bat, guys. It's not my favorite formation. Definitely find that there are some better ones, and I feel like the regular variation is slightly better just because the spacing is better. But you can make this work, especially if you got good wingers. So let's talk about the pros and the cons and how to use this formation. For the pros, guys, you got wingers, you got some good attacking options, you got a good center attacking mid, a striker, and some wingers. For the cons, guys, I don't really love the space, and I feel like there's a lot of open space without really any players in the middle of the pitch. They're really far back, or they're too far up the pitch if your center mids are really attacking oriented, and it just doesn't feel right sometimes. Also, the defense could be extremely weak because there are no true CDMs, and if you don't put the right players there that have some good defensive skills, you're gonna struggle quite a bit. But overall, if you get the right players, this could be a really balanced formation and could be good at all different aspects. You can be good at shooting from the distance. It could be good from attacking through the outside or attacking through the middle. So how do you use this formation? It's very important, guys, that you attack with your striker, your center attacking mids, and your left and the right mid. The center defensive mids or the center mids should only be used to pass the ball occasionally to gain some space when you feel a lot of pressure and you need someone else to pass it to, but your offense should not run through them. They should be used for defense for the most part. Your attacking should come from the wingers, from the center attacking mid, and from the striker, and then attack through the wings or through the middle, always changing it up and constantly varying your attack. So now let's get into some examples of me using this formation in game here. You can see I'm attacking through the middle, using my players and using the wingers, using my center attacking mid and the striker to really get in good position to score the ball. Get the ball towards the middle of the pitch. Do a couple skill moves here to beat those center backs that are a little bit too aggressive and score a goal. Always very, very important. Here you can see I'm using some of those CDMs. They move up a lot. Sometimes even if you tell them to stay back while attacking, they're still going to push up. They're still going to help out in the attack. But as you can see, the two center mids that I'm using in this team, Yaya Torre and Gundogan, are both very good defenders as well as attackers. And I know that they'll get back. If you see that they're pushing too far up, you don't feel very comfortable with it, make sure to switch them up. Make sure to get somebody with better work rates that'll be more defensive oriented. They don't really attack as much, more true CDMs. So if you find yourself in that problem, make sure to switch up your players. But here, once again, just some good quick passing. Always want to vary up your attack, and I'm able to score there. But that is it, guys. I hope you guys liked this formation guide. If you did, please leave a like, comment, share with all your friends. Click on one of these boxes. Check out some of my other series, including my tutorials, my top 5 videos, like my top 5 skill moves, ultimate team videos, and the rest of my formation guys. And of course, click in the middle to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future tutorials or tip videos. Thank you guys so much.